Michael Faraday, and I'm here to pitch you my invention of the DC motor, as pictured here. I believe that this can be revolutionary and critical to further industrialization and evolution of the human race. So this is going to be very important to the world, but we can start with Britain. So what is it? The DC motor takes electricity and makes things move in accordance to the magnetic field that is created. So you put in a larger power, you get a larger result. The only catch is the object has to be able to be affected by magnets. So like an object like rubber would not be affected, but most metals likely would be affected by the motor. And you could make motors out of most metals. So how does it work? So when we have a complete circuit running with a current, the current generates electricity, which in turn generates a magnetic field, which can then affect magnetic objects. So we can determine this by what I call the left-hand rule. So you can determine the current with your middle finger pointing out like this, and then you either have the magnetic field as your pointer finger or the force as your thumb pointing up. And if you have one of these, you can figure out, because you always have the current. So if you have one of these, you can determine which way the magnetic field or the force is going. If you want a more mathematical number result for what the force is, then you can use the equation down here, where V equals velocity, Q equals charge, and D is the magnetic field. So if you have those numbers, or you can modify the equation to find anything as long as you have 3 variables. So there is that. And then here is the running motor. So I've got power coming in. The resistor should be on the other side of the motor, but it is not in this image. So I've got paper clips supporting a copper wire, and then a magnet to amplify the magnetic field so that it spins more, and then power going out and it dissipates. And so what can we use this for? We can use this for a multitude of things, but the one thing that I see is we can take humans out of dangerous jobs and replace them with machines. Because with this invention, we have created a pathway to factor out human labor, dangerous human labor, and replace it with mechanized labor. Because with motors, we can do anything.